Cypress Hill, the name alone, evokes memories of rebellious beats, hazy nights, and raw, unapologetic lyrics. Rising from the streets of Southgate, Los Angeles, this iconic hip-hop group redefined rap in the early 90s with their unique sound and outspoken attitude. But behind the scenes, Cypress Hill wasn't just about the music. There were untold stories, controversies, and secrets that shaped their journey to stardom. In this video, we'll take you on a deep dive into the lives of B-Real, Sendog, and DJ Muggs, exploring the crimes, controversies, and unforgettable moments that made Cypress Hill legends, both on and off the stage. From gang affiliations to drug controversies, we'll uncover it all. So, are you ready to step into the world of Cypress Hill? Cypress Hill's journey began in the gritty streets of Southgate, Los Angeles, where they honed their craft amidst the chaos of urban life. B-Real and Sendog, both of Cuban descent, found solace in music as a way to escape the harsh realities of gang violence and crime that surrounded them. The group's music wasn't just entertainment, it was a reflection of their lives, filled with tales of street hustles, survival, and the raw truth of life in the hood. But it wasn't just their lyrics that set them apart. Cypress Hill's sound was a game changer. DJ Muggs, the mastermind behind their beats, blended East Coast boom bap with West Coast funk, creating a sound that was entirely their own. Songs like How I Could Just Kill a Man and Insane in the Brain became anthems for a generation, but they also drew controversy for their violent and explicit content. How did these street kids rise to stardom? What fueled their drive to conquer the music world, and at what cost? As Cypress Hill's fame grew, so did the controversies that followed them. Their open embrace of marijuana use made them both heroes and villains in the eyes of the public. While they became icons for the cannabis movement, they also faced legal troubles and societal backlash. Their outspoken support for marijuana legalization wasn't just about getting high, it was a political statement. Cypress Hill used their platform to challenge the criminalization of weed, a stance that led to numerous run-ins with the law. Their performances were often clouded with smoke, both literally and figuratively, as they openly defied authority. But their rebellious nature didn't stop at weed. Cypress Hill was embroiled in numerous feuds, both within the hip-hop community and beyond. Their rivalry with Ice Cube is one of the most famous in rap history. What started as a musical disagreement quickly escalated into a full-blown beef, complete with diss tracks and threats. Was the price of fame worth it for Cypress Hill? Or did the controversies threaten to tear them apart? Cypress Hill's gritty and unapologetic lyrics were not just the product of imagination. They were born out of real-life experiences, steeped in crime, gang culture, and the harsh realities of life on the streets of Los Angeles. The group, particularly B-Real, had deep ties to the gang underworld, which shaped their music and public image. These connections to crime and violence became both a defining characteristic of their identity and a source of controversy throughout their career. B-Real, whose real name is Louis Freese, grew up in Southgate, a rough neighborhood in Los Angeles. From a young age, he was exposed to gang violence, drugs, and the constant threat of death that plagued his community. By the time he was a teenager, B-Real was deeply involved in gang life, aligning himself with the notorious Bloods. His experiences in the gang world were far from glamorous. They were marked by danger, fear, and the ever-present risk of getting caught in deadly conflicts. The realities of gang life found their way into Cypress Hill's music, particularly in songs that depicted the harshness of street life, the struggles of survival, and the mentality of those living in a world ruled by violence. Tracks like How I Could Just Kill a Man weren't just fictional tales of rage. They were reflections of the anger and frustration that came with life in a community where violence was an everyday occurrence. The song's chilling lyrics resonated with fans who could relate to the struggles of inner-city life. But it also drew criticism for what some saw as the glorification of crime and violence. Went beyond their music. B-Real's gang affiliation brought the group into real-world conflicts that threatened their safety and reputation. In one infamous incident, B-Real was allegedly involved in a drive-by shooting that left several people injured. Although he was never convicted, the incident added to Cypress Hill's image as dangerous outsiders who lived the life they rapped about. The speculation and rumors surrounding the shooting only heightened the group's mystique and solidified their reputation as authentic voices of the streets. Cypress Hill's connection to crime wasn't just a personal issue for Be Real, it also impacted the group as a whole. Their involvement with gangs and the criminal underworld often put them at odds with law enforcement, leading to arrests, legal battles, and increased scrutiny from authorities. Their concerts became hotbeds of controversy, with police frequently raiding their performances due to their open use of marijuana and their association with criminal elements. Despite the dangers and legal challenges, Cypress Hill never shied away from their past. Instead, they embraced their experiences as part of their identity, using their music as a platform to tell the stories of those who lived on the margins of society. Their authenticity and willingness to address the darker aspects of their lives made them stand out in the hip-hop world, where many artists chose to distance themselves from their criminal pasts once they achieved success. Yet, the question remains: did Cypress Hill's ties to gangs and the underworld hinder their success or add to their allure? On one hand, their connection to crime gave them credibility and a unique voice in the rap community, but on the other hand, it brought them into conflict with the law and made them targets for criticism. In many ways, Cypress Hill's story is a cautionary tale about the complexities of fame and the fine line between using one's experiences to create art and becoming ensnared by the very forces that inspired that art. Their journey through the world of crime and street life added layers to their music, but it also placed them in a precarious position, constantly navigating the dangers of the world they came from while trying to carve out a new path in the music industry. As we reflect on Cypress Hill's legacy, it's clear that their ties to gangs and the underworld were an integral part of their story, one that added depth to their music but also posed significant challenges. How did these connections shape their journey? And what lessons can be learned from their experience? Cypress Hill's journey from the streets of Southgate to the pinnacle of hip-hop stardom is a story of resilience, rebellion, and relentless creativity. Their impact on music and culture is still felt today, as they continue to inspire and influence new generations. Yet, behind the scenes, their story is also one of struggle, controversy, and the darker side of fame. What do you think? Are they legends or outlaws? Maybe a little bit of both? If you enjoyed this look behind the scenes with Cypress Hill, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the untold stories of the music world. Let us know in the comments which artists you'd like us to cover next, and stay tuned for more exclusive content.